It's your boy, Ofacio Falcon. I'm back with another video. This video is going to be about how I started boxing. Alright, so I started boxing at the age of 13. That's when I started officially training for real. I mean, I could have started a lot earlier if my parents would have took me serious. But you know, life caught up to my family members and stuff, so it was like, it was hard at the time, you know, so I couldn't really start boxing. I had a lot of stuff going on while I was younger, you know, so I wasn't able to start boxing. On top of that, my parents just didn't take me serious, you know. I was, as a little kid, they'll see me shadow boxing, punching things, you know, fighting in general, in school, outside of school, and it was just like, no one took me serious. I really did want to box though. How that came apart was, my father was a boxer, amateur boxer. He didn't get to turn pro, but he was an amateur boxer, and he had a lot of fights. You know, I used to go to his fights, and I used to love watching him fight. I used to stand up in the crowd and start throwing punches or whatever. And I just got really excited, you know, and I really did want to start boxing. So this is how that came to part. So this is how this happened. So I was 13 years old when I came up to my father. It was like a day before my birthday. My birthday is December 21st. A day before my birthday, I go up to my father and I tell him, hey, can you put me in the gym? I wanna fight. He tells me, I don't think you want to do that, you know. And every single time I tell him about the gym or that I want to fight, he tells me, I'm gonna find you somebody to train you. And I was like, okay. But this time I didn't accept that because I knew every time he says that, he never tried, you know. So what I did was, what I basically did was I was like, well, I used a little guilt thing. You know how kids, what they try to do to their parents is like they try to make them feel guilty somehow. So as a kid, that was one of my things. You know, I always did that. So what I did was I told him, I was like, damn, what did I say? Oh, I was like, since you're not gonna take me to the gym, I'm gonna do it myself. I was at the age of 9, 10, at the age of 13 years old, I really couldn't do much by myself. But there are kids out there, you know, that do things themselves. But you know, as a kid, I lived with my parents, so I was like, I had both parents, my mother and my father, so I really couldn't do a lot. I didn't know a lot of people, I didn't know anybody in the boxing game, you know, so I couldn't start it myself. I needed help. And when I said that, I guess that got to him somehow, and he was like, you know what, let's do it. And the next day I got brought to the gym. So now I met this guy, his name is Cuba, one of my first ever trainers, and he goes, I was training with him for about 2 months, but before I even started training, the first day I ever started boxing, what they did was to test me to see if I was serious about it. They put me in a ring with a kid. It was a Mexican, I forgot his name. I don't know his name, but it was at my first ever gym, which was Worldwide Boxing Gym. That gym is closed now, man, damn. But yeah, so they put me in the ring with the kid who already had experience, and he was a Mexican kid, and I didn't know him. I didn't know anything about boxing. I just used to fight in the street a lot. Mind you, prior to this day, I used to fight a lot in the street, in school, a lot. So it was like a thing to me. I already knew how to fight. I just wasn't a boxer. These guys are like, once you start boxing, it's more of there's a level to it. You understand what I'm trying to say? There's a level to fighting, and that was like another level. So he put me in a ring with a guy who already had experience, just to see if I had heart to stay in there and come back the next day. I ended up doing great, honestly. I did really good. I threw a lot of punches. I overwhelmed. Obviously, you know, in my opinion, I got the best of him, honestly. I think I know how to fight. Obviously, he knew more than I did. So I'm not saying I killed him or I beat him up, but I did great. For my first time ever boxing or ever fighting inside a ring, I did great. I got tired, or I got gassed out, because I wasn't trained for stuff like that. I wasn't fully prepared for a sparring session, but they just threw me in there to see what I came back with, and I ended up doing really good. They told me I had natural talent. They told my father I had natural talent. What my father came along to do was, what he did was, he took me into his own hands and trained me himself, which to this day my father's my trainer. I'm now 19 years old, I had 75 plus amateur fights, and yeah, I'm turning professional. I'm already professional now. My pro debut will be in October 25th in the Nassau Coliseum in New Jersey, or is it New York? One of those two. And yeah, I'm gonna be my first pro debut. I want everybody to show support, please. Follow me on Instagram at Ofacio Falcon Jr. OFACIO FALCONJR. And you know, just show some support, show me some love. You know, show some support. Just support my grind, guys, because, you know, this is my dream, you know. And ever since that day, I've been boxing. I never gave up. I would train hard every day. I'm gonna be posting videos of I'll be posting training videos, like tips and tricks sometimes. I'll be posting some of my sparring videos. My pro debut will be going up on this channel as well, so just stay tuned for that. I'll be posting a bunch of other videos, so just stay tuned, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe. Comment below, in the comments below. Let me know what you guys want to see in the future. And yeah, guys, stay tuned.